Amber Hagerman, the case that changed everything. On January 13, 1996, a 9-year-old girl rode her bicycle in a parking lot in Arlington, Texas. Her name was Amber Renee Hagerman. She would never come home. What happened next would not only devastate her family but transform child safety across the entire nation. This is her story. Amber Renee Hagerman was born on November 25, 1986, in Arlington, Texas. She lived with her mother, Donna Williams, and her younger brother, Ricky, who was 5 years old. Amber was a typical 9-year-old. She loved riding her bicycle. She had just received a pink bicycle for Christmas. She enjoyed spending time with her family and was known for being a little mother to her younger brother. By all accounts, she was a happy, vibrant child with her whole life in front of her. Arlington, Texas, in 1996 was a suburban community where parents felt safe letting their children play outside. Neighborhoods were considered secure. Children rode bikes unsupervised. Doors were left unlocked. The danger that lurked was invisible. No one expected tragedy. It was a Saturday afternoon, January 13, 1996. Amber and her 5-year-old brother, Ricky, left their grandmother's house on their bikes around 3:10 p.m. Their mother had told them to ride around the block and stay close. But the siblings were drawn to the parking lot of an abandoned Winn-Dixie grocery store nearby. The parking lot had a ramp that the children found exciting. Amber rode her pink bicycle into the parking lot. Ricky decided to turn back toward home. He left the parking lot and headed back to their grandmother's house. It took only 8 minutes for everything to change. A witness, a man named Jimmy Kevill, was watching. He saw Amber riding in the parking lot. He saw a black pickup truck pull up alongside her. A man, appearing to be in his 20s or 30s, got out of the truck. The man ran behind Amber, grabbed her under her arms, and lifted her off her bicycle as she kicked and screamed. He forced her into the truck and drove away. Amber's pink bicycle was left behind in the parking lot. The witness, Jimmy Kevill, called 911 immediately. He described the man as white or Hispanic, medium build, less than 6 feet tall, with brown or black hair. The truck was a black pickup truck, full-size, single cab, from the 1980s or 1990s. Within minutes, Amber's family knew their daughter was gone. Arlington police responded quickly to the report. They treated it as a kidnapping immediately. They knew the critical first hours were vital. Time was their enemy. Every minute that passed was a minute Amber was in danger. The witness description of the suspect was vague but valuable. A man in a black pickup truck. That was what they had to work with. Police began searching immediately. They canvassed the neighborhood. They spoke to witnesses. They organized search parties. The community mobilized. Neighbors joined in the search. Volunteers spread out across Arlington looking for any sign of Amber or the truck. But Arlington police faced a critical problem. They had limited ways to spread information quickly. There was no rapid alert system. There was no way to notify the entire region instantly. News traveled slowly. By the time information reached other police departments, hours had passed. By the time the public learned about the abduction, precious time had been lost. The investigation into Amber's disappearance became one of the largest in Texas history at that time. Police formed a task force of 12 detectives and 1 sergeant. They worked with the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. The investigation generated thousands of tips. Most led nowhere. The black pickup truck description matched thousands of vehicles across Texas. The suspect description was generic. Finding one man in a massive state seemed impossible. Days passed. Then a week passed. Amber's face appeared on missing child posters everywhere. Her image was distributed to law enforcement across the region. Her mother made public pleas for her return. The community remained engaged. But there were no solid leads. No breakthrough moments. The case grew colder with each passing hour. On January 17, 1996, 4 days after her abduction, a man walking his dog made a horrific discovery. He found Amber's naked body in a creek behind an apartment complex. The site was less than 5 miles from where she was abducted. A medical examiner determined that Amber had suffered severe laceration wounds to her neck. She had been killed shortly after her abduction. The monster who took her had killed her within hours of taking her from that parking lot. The tragedy was complete. Amber would never come home. Her mother would never see her daughter alive again. The community's worst fears had been realized. The investigation that had been a kidnapping case transformed into a murder investigation. The investigation continued for months. Police investigated thousands of leads. They cleared suspects. They followed every possible angle. But the case remained unsolved. Despite the massive effort and the resources dedicated to finding Amber's killer, the case went cold. No arrest was ever made. No one was ever charged with Amber's murder. To this day, more than 28 years later, Amber's killer has never been found. It remains one of Texas's most notorious unsolved murders. However, Amber's death would not be forgotten. Her case would spark something far larger. Amber's mother, Donna Williams, did not accept her daughter's death passively. She channeled her grief into action. She worked with law enforcement and community leaders to address the fundamental problem that had plagued Amber's case: the inability to alert the public quickly. A Dallas resident named Diana Simone had been following the news of Amber's case. She came up with an idea. She contacted the KDMX radio station and proposed broadcasts to engage people in helping locate missing children. Her idea was picked up. For the next 2 years, alerts were made manually to participating radio stations. In 1996, the Dallas-Fort Worth broadcasters teamed with police to develop an early warning system. In 1998, the Child Alert Foundation created the first fully automated alert notification system to notify surrounding communities when a child was reported missing or abducted. The system was named Amber Alert. Amber stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. It was named in honor of Amber Hagerman. The first Amber Alert was issued on January 13, 1998, exactly 2 years after Amber's abduction. The Amber Alert system proved immediately effective. Within days of the first alerts, law enforcement recovered abducted children. The system worked. Other states took notice. They adopted their own versions of the Amber Alert. By 2002, California established an Amber Alert system. By 2005, all 50 states had operational Amber Alert programs in place. Today, the system operates across state and jurisdictional boundaries. The system has saved countless lives. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, more than 1,000 children have been recovered through Amber Alerts since 1998. Some of those children would have died. Some would have been trafficked. The Amber Alert system gave them a chance at life. It gave their families a chance at reunion. The impact extended beyond child abduction. The Amber Alert system inspired other emergency alert systems. Silver Alert systems for missing elderly people. Blue Alert systems for threats to law enforcement. The template created in response to Amber's death became a model for rapid public notification in emergencies across the country. Amber Hagerman was 9 years old when she died. She never graduated high school. She never attended college. She never fell in love. She never had children of her own. She never accomplished the things she might have accomplished. Her life was stolen from her. But her death was not meaningless. Her name became synonymous with child safety. Her case changed the way missing children are found. Her legacy has saved over 1,000 children. Hundreds of families have been reunited because of the system created in her name. Amber's mother, Donna Williams, continued advocating for child safety and missing children for the rest of her life. She turned unimaginable tragedy into purpose. She transformed her daughter's death into protection for countless other children. Donna Williams passed away in 2011, but her work and Amber's legacy continue to save lives every day. Amber Hagerman's case reminds us that the innocent are vulnerable. It reminds us that vigilance is necessary. It reminds us that one person's tragedy can become the foundation for systemic change that protects an entire nation. The Amber Alert system is not perfect. It cannot prevent every abduction, but it has saved lives. It has reunited families. It exists because a 9-year-old girl rode her pink bicycle